Okay, so someone has become very famous overnight. I'm talking about CrowdStrike. And there is a saying that even the bad publicity is a publicity. If that was the intention, they have achieved it. But if it wasn't, boy, they are gonna remember it for a very long time, and the world too. So, this CrowdStrike induced Windows based blue screen of death has impacted banks, airlines, and God knows how many other industries. And according to a few people, this can be considered as the largest outage in the IT history. People were aware of Microsoft, it's a household name, but CrowdStrike wasn't. It's a cybersecurity firm providing, cybersecurity, of course. Okay. So everybody wanted to know what happened, what exactly caused this. So, as per the CEO of CrowdStrike, it was a bug which was identified and people are fixing it and being fixed as we talk. But to actually understand what happens, we need to understand a few things in a layman terms. And here you go. Assume you have a beautiful house, beautiful bungalow, and the name of that house is Windows. Since it's a beautiful house, you need to protect it. But it has many vulnerabilities, like in terms of doors or windows. You can protect it from outside, right? But because of the vulnerabilities, and since this house is there for a very long time, you don't know how many doors are there or how many people have keys to the different doors that are there or how many windows are there. So when I'm saying Windows, it's the actual window, not the Windows operating system. Of course, the house name is Windows. So it's easier to protect the outside of your house, but there are chances that people can come inside. You need to protect the inside of house also, because if somebody comes in, you need to get them out. In a nutshell, the security can be considered as for two areas: outside house, inside house. But to secure the house from inside, people need to be there inside of the house, which means the security needs to be there inside the house. And what if one of the security itself goes rogue? Okay, so disclaimer, I am not saying that something like this has happened, some rogue element did something, seems to be a bug created by a programmer. Let's take that, something happened inside and the security accidentally triggered an alarm or maybe closed a house or did something, okay, because of some accidental falling off or accidental pressing of a switch. Now let's look at these things in terms of operating system. Operating system has two distinct set of spaces: user space and kernel space. The user space is outside the house, the kernel space is inside the house. And most of these security software, security firms, when they write the softwares, they write it for the kernel space, which means they write code which can run inside the house. And if something happens in that code, boom, your operating system goes for toss. And that is what precisely happened in this particular case. And remember, Windows is a closed source, it's not open source. And that's why some people, especially the people in development community, they like Linux. Linux is open source. You can introduce kernel level functionalities by changing in the kernel, or you can create hooks in the kernel which will be called at a particular time when you want that hook to be invoked. But it's not about comparison between operating systems. Everything has some good or not so good aspects of it. But if somebody is inside your kernel, pretty much they can do everything. Now, what should be done? People will have their reactions, so does the companies involved in this. They are going to do something, but if they really do their root cause analysis, I think there are a few things people must understand. The first and foremost thing what I want to say is that we should not reduce the bar of programmers just because some AI is there, some tools are there. This doesn't mean one doesn't need to know the programming, doesn't need to have the appropriate programming skills. If we reduce the bar and keep on reducing it, it is going to have drastic effect. Look at all the tools and AIs, how they are advertised. Most, if not all, they are advertised as if they are replacement of programmers, not an associate or companion of programmers. And that's why people will be getting into, some kind of confidence, or I'll say overconfidence, that I don't need programmers, or even somebody is just learning programming can do all the things which a 10-20 year experienced programmer can do, just because we have tools. It will find it out, it will find where the problem is. It didn't, at least in this particular case. Okay, so I do believe that the programmers should take responsibility of any such thing that is happening in their code, and they should try to improve themselves. And as an organization, as an ecosystem, we should keep the bar high. Not because we don't want people to come in, we want people to learn, understand, because programming is and will be one of the key skills that is going to shape the world in the future. I do hope and believe that this video was useful to all of you. Thank you all. Thanks for watching. See you again.